Welcome back to some Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm Dear Darling. I shall we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhollow today in the final year of year 4. Woo! I can't believe how long it's been. I can't believe how quickly it's passed as well. And even more so if you've been watching, I suppose, the episodes leading up to this, you'd realise that I did not even realise it was coming up to the year celebration, which is why there will probably not be the Fawnhallow tomorrow. It might be delayed like a week again or something like last year, because honestly this one was much more my fault, is as I actually just started it way too late because I genuinely did not realise it was coming up so quickly, but we'll get into that. Good evening everyone, right now in Fawnhollow it's 8:44 PM on Sunday, March 24th, 2024. So Bunny Day is coming up, of course. That's not what we're going to be here to talk about. We're very much here to talk about the fact that, yeah, year 4 is done with, and I suppose now we're looking forward to year 5 of Animal Crossing of this channel. To be honest, actually, technically the channel celebration should be like in January or something, because I think that's like when I uploaded my first video. But what actually happened is I uploaded like 4 videos of bug fables, and then I like stopped for like 3 months until the first day of New Horizons being released. And then you might be like, hey, but New Horizons came out on March 20th, didn't it? Why is your celebration 5 days afterwards? Oh, look at Zippity. And the answer is because oh, that's very nice. The genuine answer is because there's like 4 days or something back in the first year where I did not upload any videos of Animal Crossing because I was on holiday and there was actually nothing to do. Like, there was no Happy in Paradise, there was no current events going on, so I was like, oh, it'll be fine, I just won't upload any videos these days. You might be like, hey dear darling, if you could go back in time and upload those videos, would you? And I guess I mean, if it was have no consequence, I would, but otherwise I'm not really too fussed about it, because it's not like New Horizons Animal Crossing is going to be a series that goes on forever. If anything, it's just sort of like there's something to return to as a foundational thing for me to record, just kind of for fun. But I don't think it's particularly indicative of, you know, exactly what this channel, well, I mean, it's indicative, but like the number itself is not indicative of what this channel is about. Like, it's a bit arbitrary going from 1,400 whatever days to 1,400 and again whatever days. It's all the same. But I would like to start off, I suppose, you know, it's not really starting off, I suppose, with 2.5 minutes in it, with a huge thank you to, I suppose, anyone who's been here, you know, from the beginning or only since yesterday. It's, you know, it's been awesome. The fact that there's actually people, you know, continuously watching these videos. I see a lot of names crop up over and over and over again, which I'm like, it's cool. It's cool, and it's fun to, I suppose, respond to your comments. I know I've not really been keeping on top of that, and things have been much more busy lately. But the first thing we're going to do, I think, is we'll start off by choosing what the outfit for this year is going to be. I'm not exactly sure what to choose necessarily, because normally I choose it in conjunction with a thumbnail art, and then it'll be like because that's what Dee's wearing in the thumbnail art. But this year, if you didn't know, I've done a bit more like an improvised thumbnail art where the outfit's not directly taken from the game. I will give you a hint though, that a flight crew uniform may be the most accurate one, I suppose. So I don't know, maybe we should do that. We should roll with it, and then just like, I guess we're sort of going with business office wear or something. But this would be the most accurate sort of outfit, like a captain, to what is going on with this thumbnail art. I don't know, I might post like sneak peeks, I suppose, instead of doing like just the MS Paint things of like, I haven't finished the thumbnail art in time. Like, after this I'm going to record some Talos Principle, and I'm going to try and do as much of a thumbnail art as I possibly can. But the reality is I'm probably not going to have a lot of time in the weekdays to do so. I will try. I will genuinely try. I promise you, I will genuinely try to get it done as soon as I can, but it's not exactly the easiest thing, I think. Oh yeah, why do we do a feather? I suppose that's got the same sort of vibes. We always do animal nose, and I think black tights makes the most sense to me. Label tights, that's perhaps a bit too fancy. Patterned stockings, no, just like something more plain, you know. I think stockings can kind of work. I mean, shoes, we want something a bit smarter, not sandals. If you can tell, it's like a flight attendant is the outfit which D is wearing. I think I've already done these sort of shoes before, so I don't really want to do them again. Wingtip shoes. Winkle picklers. I don't know. I don't actually have a lot of shoes. So a lot of these don't really work out. What the heck is this? Pirate boots. Okay. Like in my mind, it should be the black pumps because that just kind of fits the best, to be honest. And then I don't know what sort of outfit thing we want. Because honestly, I don't think I've ever seen a flight attendant wear a bag. I guess a square shoulder bag's okay. Sacoche bag actually might look a bit better. But the general idea, I suppose, we're going for a much more formal vibe. I'm not actually super sold on the feather. But maybe some sort of accessory thing. Again, this is not exactly what Dee's wearing in the thumbnail art, but it's along the same sort of vibes, which is why I'm sort of sticking with it. And then we'll change your hairstyle as well. I think a hair clip. So we're sort of getting like a bit of smart business look this year. Like I'm tempted to wear a hat, but the hats are just so big. You know what? Why not? Let's roll with it. A captain's hat. Although that's like a nautical captain. It's not like I don't know if it is a pilot's hat. Maybe I should keep an eye out for it. You know, a pilot's hat. Oh, there is a pilot's hat. I just don't have it. Or did I scroll past it? I might have just scrolled past. Oh, I did just scroll past it. There we go. So we'll do this, and this is sort of like on theme with the thumbnail art for which you'll get like a small preview of, I suppose, tomorrow, and then let's go pick out a new style, I think, to go match us, a new hairstyle. So I suppose there's your sneak preview, and maybe as we go along, I will post like previews of what the thumbnail art is going to look like before we actually get to it. Okay, but talking about year 5 and that sort of thing, the number one thing I want to do this year is I want to stream, and I said I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to stick to it necessarily, but I will try and stream one time next week. It will probably be on a weekend. I have no idea what time it is and that sort of thing, but it's going to be sort of like a test run, maybe. But I think I'll more officially, I suppose, announce it tomorrow or something. I kind of want to know what it looks like with a hat. It's not bad. This one's pretty good, but I think we've rocked this hairstyle before, to be perfectly honest. I'm just sort of seeing, like, I think this one's actually pretty good, but we're just sort of seeing what to go with. Obviously, I don't really have this sort of hairstyle. This one's okay. The bun you can't even see whatsoever. But, you know, it's time for a change up, you know. Don't always have to pick something which I would usually pick. I honestly kind of like the one I said initially. Or the half updo one. Where is it? This one? Even though half of it is like hidden away, I think it actually works kind of well. I don't know if we want to change any of these really, so I guess we'll just sort of stick with that. There you go. This will be the new look for me, this year. Just keeping in with thematic. I don't know. Maybe it'll change. Maybe it won't. But yes, so we're going much more formal compared to last year, where we wanted much more cozy to fit the campsite thing. But yeah, like looking forward to year 5. I'm not sure how big a change up we're gonna do or anything like that. Again, I don't have like an anniversary video or something, but I think that's probably like the big thing which I want to do for this year, for this channel, is I want to live stream. It will probably be sort of once a week. It depends basically how much time I have for everything. The thing is, on most weekdays it's a little bit difficult for me to get a lot of time in without starting super late, mainly because 2 of the weekdays are now dedicated to Dungeons and Dragons, and the other 2 are sort of dedicated to not dedicated, but like need to be preparation, and like I need to still record videos and that sort of thing, which kind of only leaves a weekend. But oftentimes I am busy on the weekends because that's like when I hang out with friends or something like that. So I think provisionally I will say I will try and stream every week on Saturdays, or Sundays. I will choose one of the days, but I will preferably choose Saturdays, but sometimes I may choose Sundays. And I don't know what time, maybe from like 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. UK time, because I am sort of consciously aware that a lot of people who view my streams might be from the US. And the US varies from like, what, 4 hours behind to up to like 8 hours behind or something. So that would mean my stream would be anywhere from like 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. start to 3 hours long. And I guess to talk about like general structure, like I did say at some point I want to like make a VTube avatar. The thing is that it's just gonna take too long. Like I've got the stuff kind of ready. I just need to like shade it and then actually need to rig it. But as I said, I really don't have like a lot of time to do things nowadays, especially like that intensive and that large an investment. I will try to do it, I think, or at least try to rig up like a super simple version just so I can have like something visually on screen. I see some people do it like they put the avatar on screen and it sort of like lights up when you start speaking. Maybe I'll do something like that, I don't know. But the first sort of streams are going to be very rough. They're going to be sort of like a hodgepodge of things put together. But what I'm planning basically to do is for 3 hours and then 1 hour. Okay, so there'll be like a continuous series I think I will play on the streams, and that'll be like maybe the first hour or the second hour. I haven't really decided yet. Or maybe it'd be the first 2 hours, I don't know. It might be over different games. So there's two options basically. Like one of them I play like a repeatable game. Audie, come on. One of them will be like a repeatable game, which I can play. Something like Binding of Isaac, something like a rogue, like something I can just come back to and just like, you know, shut off or something like that. And then there'll be another hour for like an ongoing game of whatever series I'm going to choose to play during the live stream. I generally want to keep them more shorter sort of games, like sort of bite-sized games, which will only last for like a few streams or something. I'm not sure what my first one will be. I might make my first one Sucker for Love, because that will be an interesting one. I certainly think, but I also think it's going to be relatively short as well, so it's not going to be too bad. Like, so I want to choose games which will be done in a few hours. Maybe Grist might be a good one as well. And then the long form content will be in these YouTube videos and things like that. And then I don't know what, like, I know what the last half an hour is going to be, but about half an hour before that, maybe we'll start trying some games. There were games that have been like recommended to me by people, or like people have actually sent me codes to like play their game, and I'm just like, I feel so bad that some of them it's been like a really long time. Like one of the viewers asked me like 2 years ago almost if I was willing to play their game on the channel, and I said yes, I'll do it when I start streaming, and then I proceeded never to stream for 2 hours. I don't know if you still watch my videos, but I should check out your game. Like we'll see how it goes, I suppose. I'm not sure necessarily do it on the first one, because the first one will be a lot of sort of trial and error, just sort of testing out streaming. But what I'm planning to do is for the last half an hour, as long as I stream once a week, we'll be basically drawing the thumbnail art for the live streams of that month. So like there'll be like 4 streams in a month, maybe 4 or 5 depending, and I'll spend half an hour in each of the streams starting to draw something like a simple thumbnail art, nothing crazy or anything like that, something pretty simple, like a simple aesthetic of like D, I don't know, in a cafe, or D, you know, in like a green room or something like that. And you know, the first one would be like sketching and refined sketching, the second one would be like doing line art, and the third one would be like colouring, and fourth one would be like rendering. It'll be super simple, nothing like particularly crazy. I don't know exactly how I'm going to divide it, but just something I can do within 2 hours. And then it would be like each of the thumbnail arts, like the progression I get to at the end of a live stream will be the temporary thumbnail art, or no, the actual thumbnail art for when I upload the VOD to YouTube. And I think that'd be like a really sort of fun thing to do, to like have a sort of sense of continuity throughout the streams. Something you sort of check back on progress, and then like each month it will just reset. So yeah, that's kind of my plan. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work, how Audie's very angry over there. Every time I don't join in a conversation, I really just get so angry. Alright, Audie, come on, calm down. Let's have a chat. Do you never calm down? Natural talent. I understand. There you go. yeah, so that's the sort of like ideas that's coming. I don't know what else might be coming for this year. I do at some point want to sort of like redesign the icon and the banner for the YouTube channel, because I think we're a little bit outdated now. I mean, these are things I drew like right at the beginning of the channel's like lifespan. So it's sort of like it's like a remnant. Oh, actually, the banner is the year 3 thumbnail art, to be fair, which is actually a really good thumbnail art. It's actually, I think, the best thumbnail art of the Animal Crossing ones. But that one also took like 20 hours, I think, for me to do. So not keen on doing something that difficult once again. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say about this. I guess just like in general, I want to say thank you to people who have been supporting me this entire time. Whichever series you might tune into and watch, you know, for some reason, I think the Animal Crossing series is actually my most popular series now, which I find very funny. But at the end of the day, like, the reason I'm doing this channel is not really for views or like for comments or fame or anything like that. It's because I wanted to play some video games, and I felt like having some sort of structure around playing these games was the best way for me to do so. But at the same time, I'm like, now that things are getting bigger, like I'm nearly at 1,000 subscribers, despite the fact I put like very little effort into actually trying to attract in subscribers at the same time. I feel like it's a decent time to actually start like engaging more with that sort of thing. Like you know, like I feel very detached from that sort of thing, but I feel like live streaming is the kind of way I want to have like interactions with people who may be fans, who may be listeners, and that sort of thing. I feel like I like that dynamic, you know. Because I mean, I basically record my videos as if at live streams anyway, like no editing, just upload it like that, right? And I think it may be more fun, especially because then it's not like a thing I had to keep up with comments as strictly anymore, because now you can get to a live stream and you can like leave a comment, leave a chat there, and I probably will see it, because I'm not going to, I can't imagine I'm going to get that many active viewers when I live stream. In fact, I'd be surprised if I get more than one. Not, I don't mean that as like a particular shade or anything like that, but it's just, again, it's just, I suppose, another avenue for me to play games, but now it's something which is a bit more interactive. It could be a bit more fun. I don't know. Maybe it will be, maybe it won't be. But it's exciting to go into year 5, and I suppose look out how far the channel's come, like how many games I played. I mean, let's have a look at the games I suppose I played this year. I don't know. Is Tunic might be one of the first I played this year? 10 months ago? Okay, so a bit before Tunic. Maybe Little Nightmares 2? I think we started around Halloween time, didn't it? 1 year ago. Sort of like, don't listen to that. I don't know what the easiest way for me to see is. But you know what? We search part 1, and then we just sort of see what comes up around what sort of timings, and then we can like figure out from there what was the first one. So it looks like Cosmic Express was. Oh no, hold on. We need to start from March, don't we? So it looks like Here Comes Nico was very near the beginning of this one. Of this year. Okay, so I mean, let's like cover games we played. We played Here Comes Nico. That was a cute, like, sort of fun jaunt of a time. Tunic, which was actually a straight up fantastic game. One of the best, like, melding. I didn't expect it to be such a good puzzle game. I thought it was going to be a really good mechanic game and like nice exploration, but it's actually a crazy good puzzle game, which is fully unexpected. Unpacking was just like a really nice and very unique way of telling a story. I think it was probably the most unique way I've seen a story be told, and I straight up did not expect it. And genuinely, it was just really lovely. Beacon Pines was, again, I think it was a very interesting concept, to be perfectly honest. Do I think it was the best execution I've ever seen of that concept? No, but I did like it a lot nonetheless. Railbound was a really cool, interesting puzzle game. Really mind-bending. Mind-bending? That's not a word. Mind-bending. In a way that became difficult to understand. Goodbye Volcano High. That was a really sweet sort of game with an interesting sort of like overarching concept. And then we're playing Okami at the moment, which I'm having a lot of fun with, to be perfectly honest. It's so silly and goofy in ways I didn't expect. Paradise Killer, which is very intriguing. It's a game where I feel so lost in at the moment, but only because I'm like so near the beginning. I still feel like of the gameplay. And Talos Principle 2, which is the long-awaited sequel for honestly a very popular series. I'm surprised at how many people ended up watching Talos Principle 1. So I'm definitely excited to see more and play more of that. And yeah, That's it. And the honest answer is I just kind of want to play more games. So by opening up like another hour each week to play games via a live stream, in a way which is much more unstructured, you know, I don't need to think about the thumbnail because it's all built into it. It's all much more lax. It's much more loose, and I think can increase interactivity. You know, make it feel a bit more personal. Because right now, I suppose, watching these videos is very much sort of me talking at a brick wall, which might be what you like. And it's not like a live stream is going to be particularly different from that, but maybe now as there's more of a skew of where the conversation can go. And, you know, it's nice to get prompts from chat. It's nice to have like some sort of conversation with people in that sense. And have things be a bit more lax, even though they're quite lax at the moment. I don't know. It's just something new and experimental. Well, it's not experimental because it's not like live streaming is experimental. New for me, I suppose, as an experience that I want to try. So, yes, I guess look forward to that. I will try and get it started next week, I suppose, on Saturday, but we will see. But there is no promises. I will at least try to get it done within the next 3 weeks or something, whenever I can as the first one. And then maybe if it's something which goes really well, people really like it, I will try and find another time slot during the week for me to do. Like, maybe I'll also stream Thursday evenings or something. I don't know. But anyway, on that note, I'm going to round off this episode here. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. If you've been watching this entire year, thank you very much, as we have a whole new year ahead of us we can look forward to. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been dear darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope to see you again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, here's to another year.